Folks, we are talking about all of us only have 24 hours in a day, and a comment come up on today's sales coaching and accountability call, which we all do every Monday, about we only have 24 hours in a day. How do we get all things done? We don't have enough time in the day. What do each of you do to get maximum value out of your day from a production perspective, a personal life perspective, a spiritual perspective, running your hobbies perspective? What do you guys do?
I hired a transaction coordinator, and that has been a lifesaver. It saves you so much time with the paperwork, with the follow-up. That's definitely changed things for me.
Thank you very much. A transaction coordinator for realtors will cost between, let's call it $200 to $400 per transaction, depending where you are in the United States. And when you figure out that your paperwork in the transactions can take up between 10 to 20 hours, and you paid someone $200, that's only $10 an hour. And most of you, I know, make more than $10 an hour. And so if you're making $30 an hour or $50 an hour, and you only pay a transaction coordinator $10 an hour, it's well worth your time to buy back more time. You just gave yourself an unfair advantage over the next agent who's spending 20 hours per paper file when you don't have to spend anything.
I hired an assistant who runs all my social media. And also for this specific transaction, I hired a transaction coordinator. I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect. And that has saved my life. And right now, I'm in vacations in California with my family.
I focus on the one thing that I'm doing at that one time. So I may have a couple of things to do, but in order to complete everything, I attack one thing at a time. And I put my energy on that.
Stay focused on the task at hand. Love it.
I definitely hired a transaction coordinator, but more importantly, that's great to help me with the paperwork because we're all learning. I am learning how to do all that paperwork myself because that's important to teach others. And I have hired a virtual assistant, and I do have somebody helping me with my social media. So just trying to free up more time during the day because we're all busy.
Have a plan. It's not always about spending money, but have a plan, plan your day accordingly. Make time to do your calls, make time to have fun, and make time on your calendar to treat yourself. So have a plan so that all of those things can come together. So when you attack your calls or whatever you do, your paperwork, you're 100% focused.
Time block, live by your schedule. Okay, I live and die by my calendar. And that's why I show up every Monday at these calls. Nothing else gets in my way. I won't let a buyer, a listing appointment get in the way of this call. The only thing that's in the way is me being 40,000 feet up in the air or some live lunch and learn that I'm at.
Live and die by my calendar. Break it down by multiple tiers. Number one, family. Number two, personal time. And everything else falls into line at that point on. My calendar starts from 9 a.m. and it ends at 9 p.m. 12 hours a day. There may be empty gaps, and there always are empty gaps. And the empty gaps, I'm taking advantage of that, working on my business, not in the business.
I have my to-do list like a day before every time. So I'm ready for the next day. So I have the list, what priorities, and then the long list go down. I use up 24 hours. I don't waste any minute. So I make sure I use this. It's worth. I don't waste the time. So
I love you sharing that, right? When you make a list, if you're doing this already, awesome. If you're not, here's my suggestion. Let's say you have 20 items on your list. I would suggest breaking it down one more time. Spend another 2 minutes doing this. Split your list up in the third. You got your A's, which is the priority, your B's, which is somewhat of a priority, your C's can wait until the next day. So, and then within your A's, you do A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or don't even do this, just put a C on. Every day, your head does not hit the pillow. The lights do not turn down. You don't crawl into bed and snuggle underneath your blankets until you finish all of your A's. Those are the priorities in the day. The B's can move to the next day. At some point, you're going to turn those B's will be turned into A's. And if you keep moving your C's from week to week to week, delete it. Don't do it. It was never important to you. Get it out of your head because it becomes trash that clutters your mind. I hope you guys enjoyed today's call. Monday sales coaching and accountability happens every Monday. If you're seeing this on social media and you want to join us, these coaching calls usually cost people thousands of dollars a month. We do it for free. Reach out to any of us on the screen. We're all on social, and we'll add you and we'll boost your career going forward.